Biafran Liberation Army Commander Holy Ghost has sent a serious message to Anambra State Governor Chukwuma Soludo and his newly formed Securities. He defends Simon Ekpa, claiming he is innocent and that God has revealed this to him. He predicts that many Biafran governors will face significant consequences in 2025, including death and potential fatalities. He shares that insecurity in the southeastern region is being manipulated by the government and is not caused by Simon Ekpa. He warns that major events will unfold in 2025, with specific emphasis on political figures facing repercussions. He explains that the Nigerian government is using insecurity to achieve personal political goals, just as past administrations have. He describes a shift in focus from fighting internal Biafran groups to fighting a common enemy, with divisions within the community exacerbating the situation. He emphasizes the importance of unity and suggests that fighting among themselves will only weaken the Biafran cause. He prayed for God's intervention, with promises of protection for the innocent while major events unfold. He criticizes the Nigerian government for failing to stop insecurity, even after arresting Simon Ekpa and other figures, suggesting the problem lies deeper. He called on Biafrans to focus on their ultimate goal of restoring Biafra, warning that any forces opposing this goal will be defeated. According to his words, "I remember when people used to tell me that I was crazy. It was not just once or twice, but over and over again. They said I was mad because I was speaking about things that had not yet happened. They laughed when I said that Simon Ekpa was innocent. They mocked when I warned them that something was coming, something bigger than anyone could imagine. But here we are today, and everything I said has started coming to pass. Back in 2024, I told them that there would be hunger. I told them that the price of rice would skyrocket. I told them that fuel prices would become unbearable. Nobody listened. They called me a madman. And now in 2025, they are the same people crying out that they cannot afford a single bag of rice. I told them that people would suffer in Lagos, especially those who were not originally from there. They ignored me. Now they are witnessing houses being demolished, businesses being crushed, and families being thrown out into the streets with nowhere to go. But this is not just about the economy. It is much bigger than that. There is a storm coming, and it is going to shake the very foundation of Nigeria. I have seen it. It is not something I'm guessing. I have seen it with my own eyes. And as I speak, it has already begun. Now, let us talk about what is happening in the southeastern part of Nigeria. There is so much noise, so much confusion. People are blaming Simon Ekpa for the insecurity. They say he is the reason there is chaos. They say he is the mastermind behind everything happening in the region. But I have told them before, and I will say it again, this is not the truth. Simon Ekpa is not the problem. The real problem is the government. Let us go back in time. When Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, they said he was the reason for the insecurity in the east. They made a lot of noise, claiming that if they could just capture him, peace would return to the land. But look at what has happened. Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention for years, and yet insecurity has not stopped. Instead, it has worsened. So I ask, if Nnamdi Kanu was truly the cause of the problem, then why is the problem still there even after his arrest? Now they have shifted the blame to Simon Ekpa. They say he is the one behind everything. But let me ask again, if Simon Ekpa is arrested today, will that stop the insecurity? Will that bring peace? We already know the answer because the same thing happened with Nnamdi Kanu. Arresting Simon Ekpa will not change anything because the problem is deeper than one man. The truth is that the Nigerian government is using insecurity as a tool. They are using it to manipulate the people, to achieve their own selfish goals. And let us talk about what the governor of Anambra State, Charles Chukwuma Soludo, is doing. He has formed new security outfits, claiming that they are there to restore peace. But let me tell you, those forces are not there to bring peace. They are there to fight their own brothers. They are there to attack their own people. They are being used as tools against their own land, and that is the most dangerous thing of all. When former President Olusegun Obasanjo was fighting in the Nigerian Civil War, he admitted something very important. He said that one of the worst wars to fight is the one where brothers are fighting brothers. And that is exactly what is happening in the southeast today. The government is using our own people to fight against us. They are turning us against ourselves. Meanwhile, look at the north. The Nigerian government does not fight its own people there the way they fight the people in the southeast. Instead, they integrate terrorists into the military. They negotiate with bandits. They even give them land and money. But when it comes to the southeast, they send troops, they create roadblocks, they arrest and kill people without hesitation. Why? Because they know that as long as we are divided, we cannot fight the real enemy. Let me tell you something. 2025 is going to be a year like no other. I have seen it. Many governors are going to face serious consequences for the choices they have made. Some of them will not make it to the end of the year. Some of them will lose everything. And it will not be because of any man. It will be because of the judgment of God. You see, people think they can play with God. They think they can manipulate, deceive, and oppress others without consequences. But God is watching. And when the time comes, He will act. There is a prophecy that many ministers, government officials, and traditional rulers are going to lose their lives. I know that people do not believe in prophecies until they see them happen. But when the time comes, they will remember these words. And let me tell you something else. There is going to be a major riot. A riot so big that even the government will not be able to control it. I am talking about something that will shake the whole country. This is not just an ordinary protest. It will be something that people will talk about for years to come. And let us talk about what is happening in Rivers State. The oil in that region is going to dry up. Yes, you heard me right. The oil that has been the source of wealth for so many people is going to dry up. And when that happens, the people who thought they could control everything will learn a painful lesson. People need to understand that the struggle for Biafra is not something that can be stopped. The government can try all they want. They can create as many security outfits as they want. They can arrest as many people as they want. But they cannot stop what is coming. The land of Biafra is big enough to swallow all its enemies. And those who stand in the way of this movement will not last. They will go down one by one. This is not a threat. It is a promise. People think that forming multiple security forces will bring peace. But what they do not realize is that the more they create divisions, the weaker they become. No country in the world has ever decentralized its military forces successfully. Even the United States of America, with all its different states, still has a central military force. But in Nigeria, the government thinks they can fight a war by turning people against each other. That is why Charles Chukwuma Soludo is forming these new forces. That is why they are recruiting people to fight their own brothers. But let me tell you something. Those people they are recruiting, those soldiers they are sending into battle, they will soon join their ancestors. The land will swallow them. Because the land of Biafra is bigger than them. They thought that by arresting Seaman Ekpa, they could weaken the movement. But that was a foolish thought. The struggle for Biafra does not depend on one man. It is bigger than one person. It is bigger than any individual. And that is why I tell people, stop fighting among yourselves. Stop wasting energy attacking your own brothers. If you truly want to win this battle, then focus on the real enemy. Focus on those who have kept us in bondage for decades. We are not the problem. Simon Ekpa is not the problem. The problem is the system that has been designed to keep us oppressed. And until we understand that, we will continue to fight the wrong battles. But let me tell you this, Biafra will be restored. And when that day comes, there will be no stopping it. Those who stand against it will fall. Those who betray their own people will face the consequences. And those who have fought for the truth will be rewarded. This is just the beginning. What is coming is far greater than anyone can imagine. And when it finally happens, the whole world will see the truth. The tension in the southeastern part of Nigeria has reached an all-time high. And at the center of it all is the commander of the Biafran Liberation Army, a man known as Holy Ghost. Whether you believe in prophecies or not, his words have been making waves across the region. The things he says are not just casual statements. They carry weight, especially among those who believe in the struggle for Biafra's independence. Recently, Holy Ghost sent a strong message to the governor of Anambra State, Charles Chukwuma Soludo, and the newly formed security outfits operating under his government. Holy Ghost did not hold back in his speech. He made it clear that he sees something deeper at play in the ongoing crisis in the southeast. To him, this is not just about crime or insecurity, but something far more orchestrated. And in his eyes, the real enemy is not the one people have been blaming all this time. He passionately defended Simon Ekpa, the Finnish-based Biafra activist, saying that Simon Ekpa is innocent and has been falsely accused of fueling the insecurity in the southeast. Holy Ghost swears that he has received divine revelations that prove Simon Ekpa is not responsible for the unrest, and no matter what the Nigerian government or the media say, the truth will eventually be revealed. He is convinced that the Nigerian government itself is responsible for the chaos, using insecurity as a political tool, just like past administrations have done. This is not the first time Holy Ghost has made predictions. Over the years, he has made several bold statements about Nigeria's future. He has spoken about economic hardship, the suffering of ordinary people, and the struggles of those who are not originally from Lagos, but live there. He even warned that buildings would be demolished in certain areas, and according to him, all of those things have come to pass. So, when he speaks, many people listen, even if they do not always believe him at first. But this time, his message is particularly ominous. He warns that in 2025, many Biafran governors will face serious consequences. He predicts that some of them will lose their lives and others will face severe punishments. He says he is not the one bringing these events, but that they are destined to happen, and only divine intervention can stop them. He describes a vision in which he saw powerful political figures facing divine judgment. And no matter how much they try to suppress the truth or shift the blame, justice will eventually catch up with them. Holy Ghost emphasizes that the greatest mistake anyone can make is to fight their own people. He believes that the Nigerian government is using Biafrans against each other, just as they did in the past.
Now, a lot of people was attacking me years ago, even 2024. I told them, why are you people attacking me? They say I was supporting Simon Ekpa. I said no. God told me that that man is innocent. But if you think I'm lying, God said he will raise a woman. Immediately the man is being arrested. And if they release that man, that thing that they don't want to happen, that thing will happen. People say I'm mad, and all of them are coming to pass. Now, I told them hunger will start 2024 and a bag of rice will be from 100,000 up. Kerosene and fuel will be from 1,000 up. The same Mala is mad. Now it's happening. I told them how people will be frustrated in Lagos, especially people that are not from that place. They say I am mad. I told them I am not mad though. I saw houses being demolished. They say I lied, and it came to pass. This 2025, Imo State will hear him. Ebonyi State will hear him. Benin will hear him. Even Lagos State, Abuja, they go hear him. And I am only pitying the innocent one in government, because I'm seeing a war that cannot stop soon. And only God will stop it. Not just that, I am seeing third world war. Man, I'm praying for God to protect the innocent. Because a lot of people did not believe that there is still God in heaven. I was in the realm of the spirit. God came to me. He took me to a place where people was wearing white, fighting. When I entered here, my clothes turned to white. They asked me to join them and fight. I told them that I cannot fight, that I don't like fighting, that children of God doesn't fight. They smile. As I was living there, they said that God told them to tell me that if I want to work for him and make heaven without being any other place, that I want to sit with him in heaven, that he don't want to see weave-on on my head again, that he don't want to see jewelry on my ear, that he don't want to see me wearing trousers again. And after that, I told them I cannot do it on my own, that they should beg God to help me to do it. They said that I should go, that God will help me. And I came back that December 2025 where I share all my weave-ons, I share trousers, I share everything to those that can wear them. I share everything. And he started directing me on the clothes I will be wearing. My dear, I have been going around preaching from the age of 5. This year, 2025, will make it 28 good years I've been going around preaching. If I come out and tell you God say, if you like, use me and create content, it will still come to pass. Many of you that have seen me severally in this room, all the messages I've come here to give, it came to pass. But bear this in mind. Many governors, if they are not careful, their heads will be cut off. Many kings will be buried alive. I know what I'm seeing, and I'm only praying for God to protect the innocent, because what we don't know will not know us. When you have ear, you hear. If you don't have ear, do what you want.
Hello friends, Biafrans, welcome to Magnetic Gist TV. Listening to this prophetess Maya, you can now agree and believe with so many of us that knows that someone Eba is not the one causing the insecurity in eastern part of Nigeria, or would I say in Biafran land generally, that all this insecurity you are seeing had something to do with the government. The government knows about all this insecurity. Now you see that the prophetess has already said that Simon Ekpa is innocent, and a lot of people that are following Simon Ekpa are not the one that's causing this insecurity. Government accused Nnamdi Kanu in the first place that he is the one causing insecurity. Luckily for them, they were able to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. Since then, what has happened? Insecurity worsened, and now they shift their blame to Simon Ekpa. Okay, luckily for them as well, the Finland is now holding Simon Ekpa. What is happening? Insecurity is still going on, and government is busy creating a lot of security personnel, forming a lot of them, giving them one kind of funny name. Even guys, just imagine Gumi, the terrorist negotiator. Gumi is advising the government to train Igbo fighters so that they will be armed to fight IPOB. That is exactly what we are saying, using Igbos to fight against Igbos.
The law and pay 20 million and still go to 6 years prison. That the person will enter 6 years imprisonment. And now the native doctors are doing protests, even online, saying that church should also close. Remember, I saw where they closed church by their own power, and many people say Mala was mad, and today is going on. Not just that, I am seeing a particular riot that even government cannot stop. I see many ministers of government officials losing their life. Remember when Mara is shouting, some will say she is lying, and at the end it will still come to pass. And God said He will make sure that everything concerning oil in River State dries up, that He will teach them that He is God, that He placed a son of a minister to make peace and unity and prosperity to reign in River State, but he decided to do his own, that he will show them that he is the God that divided the Red Sea.
Manpower now be the strength of the soldier. You pass the message across that men on ground are weak. They no get strength. No food for them. You can go and kill them now. And they came. They came. They came. Believe you me, they came. Since 29 of December till now, we are on serious war. But they will not tell you. They will not tell you what they are seeing. To their mind, they are asking: is it the men? Is it the men that say they are zipping gari? Is it the men that say they know they eat food? See, now as I'm talking to you right now, there is a war going on. So they will still come and ask you, I thought you say then they zip gari, no food for them. Keep your record. Because every step you make, we are 100 steps ahead of you. You came and say you are doing recruitment. Yeah, I've seen a lot of recruitment in Bubaku. I think another forces by Soludo are formed. Kudos to those of you who send recruitment to them. Very soon they will join their ancestors. You know, shake. No doubt about that. Okay? Very soon they will join their ancestors. Because the land of Biafra are bigger enough. It's very big. You know, we have a very big landmark. It can swallow all our enemies at once. So no shaking. You talk about decentralization. I told you it can never be done. Show me one nation that are decentralized their forces. Then I will show you a weak defense. I have never seen any country on my professional work as a soldier. I have never seen any country on earth that decentralize the power. Even America, that have a different states depending, they still have center force. That is to tell you that forces are not like others.
And that's exactly what Soludo is doing, forming security here and there. All these security personnel that they are forming, not you just to go and fight Igbo people. Your brother, hey, that's exactly what Obasanjo said in one of his interviews, that when he was fighting for Nigeria, that is the Biafran Civil War, that he used Igbos to fight Igbo. And that is just the major war that Aya is are you getting me? Inside that is one of the worst war to fight. When you are fighting a war that is within, your brother can easily sabotage you and got you killed. So that's exactly what is happening right now in Biafran land. And Gumi, who is negotiating for a well-known terrorist. Imagine, northern people are using us so well in this particular Nigeria. The northern people are protecting the terrorists. They are protecting the bandits. They are protecting their people, using them, integrating them into Nigerian army, giving them armed secondary to Biafran land, creating checkpoints here and there. But once it comes to a Biafran guy, they will say, buy that person immediately. Now you can agree and see that we are being used against each other. And I can still tell you that the people that is holding in Nnamdi Kanu is not even presenting Igbo. It is Igbo, so it's the Igbo governors, or will I say the Igbo politicians, they are the one holding in Nnamdi Kanu.
All our focus, all our mind, all our strength, all our effort, all our social media supposed to targeting the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. That is where our focus supposed to be. Our focus supposed to be there, bringing all the evil deeds to show the world, condemning their act, evil act, the terrorism they are, made on us. But a lot of you were distracted. Position, no position. When I set Simon Ekpa up, so they do anyhow. When I set them up to do anyhow, and there is something you people doesn't know. There are things you do not know. This is Biafra. He will swallow all of you. For your mind, you think say you there abroad. Your mind they tell you say you there abroad. So because you are in abroad, you can do anyhow. You can talk anyhow. Want to disorganize the forces, the holy forces that is repairing the land of Biafra, that is encountering the demon in the land of Biafra. Since why I raise alarm, Fulani have bring their machinery. Fulani have brought their machinery by the help of governor. They are fooling everywhere. Now you are beginning to see how they are entering community now, killing. Now you are beginning to cry. Hey, where are our men on ground? Men on ground, is it the one you decentralize, or the one you say then the zip gari, or the one you are talking rubbish against? Which these people will touch your village. All of you, your village, and your mama, your papa, your sister will touch their hand. The enemy hand will touch them first. So that you know that what we are doing is not an easy job. And instead of you to come here to talk rubbish, you're supposed to use that time, light candle, praying for them. And if you think it is easy to do, why don't you come and join us? Men are there, no sleep, inside the forest, mosquito and cold, protecting what they believe on. Instead of you to day there, light candle and pray, God help them, strengthen them, be with them. That they are talking rubbish. And that rubbish go by you. Bagachi. Keep your records, because the time for recording is coming. As I said, after exam, there must be a result. So if your results show fail, you know you have failed. If your results show pass, you know you are passed. But definitely there must be a result. There must be a result. You see, in life it is not how far you go. It is how well. How well. Let me tell you, in life, it's like a relay race. It's like a relay race. Life is not about who started well. Life is all about who finished well. Some people started well and they could not finish well. Some people did not start well, but they finish well. If you were asked to choose between these two people, who will you choose? You were rich before, later become very poor. And you were poor before, you later become very rich. The reason why God sent you abroad was for this purpose. And instead of you to remain focused for this purpose, you are doing rubbish.
You know, that time Governor Soludo came out to say that the release of Mazin and Nikalo is not going to stop. It's not going to stop insecurity. You know, they know exactly what they are doing, because this insecurity is paving way for them to achieve their personal ambition or their selfish ambition. They are using insecurity to create that. The way Buhari used insecurity to chase away Goodluck Jonathan as from Asorok, and that is exactly what they are doing right now. You hear what Prophet Maya said, that so many governors will be by, so many kings will be by. This 2025 gonna be a heavy year for so many of all these our eastern governors or politicians that are causing insecurity and now tagging them, tagging that insecurity to IPOB or even Simon Epa. But all I know is that God will surely do what He knows how to do. That is the best for us.
To stop this trouble, you are only helping to push it forward. Bear that in mind. Then at the end, we will give you the reward. That is the message this morning, this afternoon. We are very strong. It's happening everywhere. That's why when I come like this, I hope you are hearing the result. I hope you are hearing the result. They thought that by taking Simon Ekpa off, they can do something. Foolish people. The zoo are very, very stupid. The zoological republic, they have no sense. The most lazy and senseless being on earth are Fulani. You take Nnamdi Kanu off, he didn't stop the agitation. I will always remind you this. Nnamdi Kanu is the problem. Nnamdi Kanu is the reason of insecurity. Nnamdi Kanu this, Nnamdi Kanu that, Nnamdi Kanu this. Oh, the why they walk keeping quiet. You carry Nnamdi Kanu, you put in the prison. For many years now? 4 years counting. Question I want to ask you: did insecurity stop in the southeast and in the whole Nigeria? No. Have you not lay hands on the person you thought it was a problem? Yes. You lay hands on the person. Why is insecurity? You see, Nigerians are very stupid and useless. Those who go school, who graduate, I'm very sorry that I'm one of them who graduated. That is why even their certificate is useless. Because you go to school, you come out as educated illiterate. You go to school as illiterate. You graduated and come out as educated illiterate in Nigeria. It's the only country that an illiterate will graduate and have a qualified illiterate certificate. It's Nigeria. They do not reason. They do not ask question. And that is why they will suffer. Every media outfit were shouting, Nnamdi Kanu this, Nnamdi Kanu that, Nnamdi Kanu this, Nnamdi Kanu that. And they lay hands on Nnamdi Kanu, who they said it was the purpose of insecurity. As Boko Haram stopped, as insecurity stopped in the southeast or south or eastern region known as Biafran land, as insecurity stopped. But all this while you were saying Nnamdi Kanu be the problem. You created more than up to 1 million checking point. Every 2 pole you mount checking point. Every 2 pole you mount checking point. Every 2 pole you mount all the forces you mount checking point on Biafra territory. Army, they wrote. Navy, they wrote. Custom, they wrote. Air Force, they wrote. Air Force, they wrote. Ebubaku, they wrote. Police, they wrote. Civil defense, they wrote. Road safety, they wrote. SAS, they wrote. DSS, they wrote. How many forces I mentioned? 10. SSS, they wrote. How many? Special squad, they wrote. Up to 15 different forces in Nigeria. All of them. Even mobile police, they wrote. Line by line. All over the southeast. So, who are the people creating insecurity? Even still in your checking point, Fulani have been kidnapping.
Commander Holy Ghost don't para, or Mohin don't para well. Because one people say they should get prepared for all this insecurity that is going on, or for all this security that Soludo is forming, that they should get prepared for them, that they will clear them off. Are you getting me? He said that they are going to clear them off, but these are our brothers. The question is always good like this: why are Igbos fighting Igbos? Why do we allow ourselves to be used by the common enemy, and they are indeed laughing at us? They are using us to kill us. Bodike, we are just killing ourselves. Strong men that are supposed to combine or join hands together and fight the common enemy, because we are powerful, but we are only just fighting ourselves. No be good thing, no. Thank you, fans, for watching this video. Thank you, everyone. Yes, so please share this video, share this video. Let's interact in our comment section. We all love you. Bye.
Bro, you always find X. Remember that time in secondary school? Find X. We find X, find X, enter university. We find X, we graduated. We are still finding X. You go find X. Nigeria is the process of finding X. They go find X until they all finish on the surface of this earth. We have come to restore Biafra, and anything that want to stand between us and Biafra, it will go down. It's not a threat, it's a promise. We turn again. Simon Ekpa is the problem. Okay, say now you say that Simon Ekpa is the problem. Why are you still keeping Nnamdi Kanu? Before it was Nnamdi Kanu. Now you find out that it is no longer Nnamdi Kanu. Why are you still keeping him? Your brain will not tell you. Okay, now Simon Ekpa is out of the picture for 3 months now. For 3 months. Why are you not able to stop insecurity? I want the world to ask you this question. Have you been able to stop insecurity?
This is the end of our news update. Please click the icon on the top right corner of your screen to watch my next video. You will enjoy it. I will see you again in my next update. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye for now.